Hello there, this is Dr. Auger Scott Olson coming at you here on April 9th from Stockade Lake out here in the Black Hills. Today we're targeting bluegills this morning and pretty much whatever else comes along the way here. Been out here for about 10 minutes so far. And we've already managed to catch a few nice bluegills and a small largemouth bass here. So let's see what happens here the rest of the morning. There we go. Ooh, ooh. I don't think this is a bluegill. Oh, ooh, no, it is a bluegill. It's a nice bluegill. Wow. Look at that beastie. That's a nice bluegill. Especially, this is in Stockade Lake. This is well. There's a lot of these nicer bluegills in here. That's for sure. He takes up your whole hand. That's a good bluegill. Takes up your whole hand like that. Look at the colors on that one. So pretty when they get that big. Let them go. That's what we do. Let them all go. So currently this morning, I'm using one of St. Croix's Avid Glass Series rods here. 26-inch light with a nice noodle tip and a good backbone. And I've got on from 8 My Bait, it's a J&S custom, it's an 8 My Bait demon tongue spoon. He's the only one that makes this one. It's got the little flicker tongue in the middle. See, if you're not moving the main spoon around, that little spoon in the middle gets a lot of movement. And these bluegills just absolutely love this lure in this lake. And we're just tipping it with some red maggots. There we go. Down there, some bluegill here. Yeah, look at that. That's another nice one here. Another nice gill. Yeah, love this spoon for bigger bluegills. When they're around and they're pretty aggressive, oh, the spoon just kills them. Yeah, nice little beastie there. Yeah. They are, even though they are a little bit smaller than say your lake trout and your whatnot, but they're still a pretty fish, and you gotta love when they give you a good pose. Now a lot of times I'll get a question, like in my seminars, or when if I'm just out in the floors, whatnot, different places. Is you notice I'm using inline style reel here on this particular rod. And it's just a matter of personal preference. Everybody asks which is the better one. Why go with an inline style reel? Well, when you're spoon fishing, it doesn't really do much it doesn't do much other than just the fact that your jigs don't spin as much if you're using a jig, because there's barely any line twist on these inline reels as opposed to the regular spinning reels. You notice that your lures do tend to start spinning a lot when you get them up to the top after you catch a fish. But they're really good, and a lot of guys use inline reels in shallower water. Like right now, I'm only 9.5 foot, like I said. So using a really light spoon like this with an inline reel, no problem. The only time you're really into real issues when you get below about 20 foot. If you're using something really, really light. But if you're using like tungsten jigs and whatnot, it's okay to use an inline style reel for deeper water applications. I've done that before. Got some stuff down there. Ooh, there's a hard hit. Nice little bluegill again. Yeah. Another 8.5, maybe 9-incher. Yeah. Just another nice one. It shows up pretty nice on my Vex 28 here. Another nice one. They're definitely hanging around. It looks like. Yeah. There we go. Hey, another nicer one yet. Oh, it's so good to. It's so good when you can find a good school of these big old nice bluegills like that. You fill up your hand. That's a nice fish. There we go. I don't know if he was ever gonna take. Yeah, I'm right out of weeds. Oh yeah, look at that. Inhaled that sucker. Got the whole treble hook in his mouth. But that's the case where these T2 toothpicks from Cold Snap Outdoors come in really handy for this kind of a thing where you get a fish that swallows a hole like that. You got two sizes. You got your small panfish size one, and you got the brand new one they had that they came with this year, the longer one with a whole new style of hook retrieval in it. Always got to carry one of these around, open or ice. That's for sure. They save the fish. They save the fish, and they save your lure too. Always good to carry. I said, always good. Make sure to carry a pair of these with you, open water or ice. You'll never regret. It'll save. This guy would have died if it hadn't been for that, probably. Because without a nippers or anything like that, no way of getting it out. Short of letting him go. We switched it up a little bit now. Took the spoon off, and we've replaced it with a Ice Team Professional Series rod. I'm using the 25-inch Matt Johnson light action rod with a Nitinol spring bobber attached to it. We got on an 8 my bait bluegill teardrop jig, and put on a J&S Custom Jigs pink Versamite. Pink always seems to be a good color in plastics. If red don't work, pink works. The way it seems to go, but. There we go. There we go, look at that. Switch it up and she's still working. Yeah, that's a nice gill. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you can see it. This particular one, see that's the Versamite. It's a double segmented plastic that J&S makes. Works really well. You can use it you can tear it apart and use it for those really high pressure days. And you got on the nice teardrop and a jig in perch color, or in bluegill color actually, with a sickle style hook on it. So you get a really good hook set on it. And then like I said, the rod, it's a light action, but behaves more like a medium. There's a lot of backbone, but that spring bobber really is sensitive, and it's perfect for these tungsten jigs. There we go, yeah. Another nice gill. There we go. There we go, see, yeah. Ouch. Another nice one here, especially in that sunlight. Fish flop, it's not even Friday. Had to work this guy a bit, but he took it. That one was nice 8 or 9-inch bluegills, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice one right there, yeah. Still working, but he took it. Well, as we get ready to close out the 2017-18 ice fishing season, got maybe a couple weeks left, maybe 3 if the weather still stays pretty reasonably cold here at some of the higher lakes around here. Had a pretty good year. Numbers wise, I've been caught a lot of fish this year. Quality's been a little harder to come across this season. But I just wanted to thank some of my sponsors and some of the companies that have helped me out this year. Clam Outdoors, you gotta love their tungsten jigs, their spoons, their rods are awesome. Ice Armor, best on the market to keep you warm and snug out of the wind and the cold, and keeps you dry. And the Shacks, of course, #1 in the market. Northland Fishing Tackle, had a lot of success this year with their bigger spoon. My walleye spoons have been some of the better ones. Love using them. Good tackle to use open water and ice fishing season. J&S Custom Jigs, like I've been using this year. Love the plastics, and you can't go wrong with the spoons for panfish. That's for sure. They're definitely one to get a hold of. HSM Outdoors, I want to thank them for all the support this year, for giving me a chance to get some publications out there, for magazine articles, and to get the word out there to educate everybody on best ways to catch a lot of fish. And of course, you can't go wrong with the Vexilar. I want to say a big thank you to them for putting me on their staff, and for giving me a chance to represent the best electronics company on the market. But you can always get a hold of me anytime. My email is drauger81@hotmail.com. Get a hold of me anytime with any questions, concerns, advice. More than happy to share you. I have no secrets. You can also get a hold of me at my website, drauger81.wixsite.com/drauger81. And anytime you want to come to the Black Hills, or if you're already a resident here, let me know if you have any questions. You want to go out, I'm more than happy to take anybody out or go out with anybody. But if you've still got ice, enjoy it while you got it. If not, well, we'll look forward to next season, and we'll see you out on the ice.